Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you represents a skull and bones. But more than that, it represents the Skull and Bones Society, the number 666, the number 33, the number 32, and the number 322. And now I will explain to you why this is so. There are 3 lines on each eye. 33 equals 6. There are 6 teeth on the top, and there are 6 teeth on the bottom. 2 more 6s. Therefore, you have the number 666. The 3 lines in the eye that appears to be open, or the right eye, is open. The 3 lines in the left eye appears to be closed, is closed. Therefore, you have the Illuminati sign of one eye closed. You have the number 33 for the outside dark lines. 3 lines on the right, 3 lines on the left. And then immediately inside those 2 sets of 3 lines are 2 white lines representing the number 22. Therefore, you have the number 322. You have a skull and bones because the skull and bones is represented as a skull with no skin on it, as the hog-nosed bat's nose, which we will get to in a moment. Therefore, the teeth also represent bones, and you have the skull and bones. And the crossbones that are always represented with the skull and bones are immediately above the skull and bones, where the bones meet and cross. You also have a depiction of a face of a bat. In this case, it is a hog-nosed bat. You also have the wings of a bat. In this case, it is the wings of a hog-nosed bat spread out over the top of the seed pods known as the evil seed of death on the left side, with the nuclear detonation in the central portion of the evil seed of death, and the rays of light from God in the right, or the God pod. However, when you invert this, before we go to the inversion, look at the alignment marks above the bat's head, and that is how you can make the bill appear from a bill in your pocket the same way. Now you have, when you invert this, you have another creature known as an owl. This owl represents the wisdom of the ancient societies, and some people may or may not believe this is a negative intonation about these societies. However, the entire concept that I just portrayed to you, as far as this owl with its wings spread over the seed pods immediately above the arced orange lines, and as with the bat with its wings arched immediately over the seed pods, there is no way on earth this could have been a coincidence. I am telling you that there is a remnant race of beings that have existed on this planet for either hundreds of thousands of years, or an alien race of beings from another world that had to have created these pictographs. For reasons too numerous to mention in a 10-minute video, however, this is one more caricature of Satan behind the shield, or the chief of the United States of America, holding 13 arrows, which represent lightning or flashes, in one claw known as the sinister claw, and a bow or bough of olive branch that can be used as a bow and arrows. Satan's headdress, or the chief of war, is the feathers that are in the vertical position. His face is always hidden from the public because he has too many faces of evil. The shield also represents the chief, or the United States of America, and its commander-in-chief, known as Barack Hussein Obama. Therefore, Barack Hussein Obama is the chief or god of war in today's world, represented with the lightning bolts and the bow and arrows in the eagle's dexter and sinister claw. Believe what you will, ladies and gentlemen, this world will end by nuclear catastrophe one way or another. Either it will be the residual of Chernobyl with the accumulative effect of Fukushima, or it will be the radiation that's in the ground that cannot be contained for more than 100 years because they cannot possibly dispose of it now, and 100 years from now dig it up and recontainerize everything that's in the ground. So rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, one way or another, nuclear fissionable materials will be the end of the human race because it removes the person's ability to have fertile sperm or fertile eggs. Ladies and gentlemen, I have brought you this series known as Fazagami because, ladies and gentlemen, the world as you know it is about to end. And whether or not you choose to believe that some crazy guy with a pair of green glasses has the ability to predict the future, it should be noted that in my December 15th video playlist, there are several videos dating back at least 20 months at this point, prior to December 15th of 2011, where I predicted that every bill necessary to destroy the United States of America as it existed at one point in history as a free nation would have been in effect by December 15th, 2011. I put that in my playlists, I made cartoons about it, and I specified the date of December 15th, 2011. It's in my video, A Chimp in Charge. Death to America. That's right, it's in that video. It's in my December 15th playlist video where I mentioned the date specifically on or before December 15th of 2011. Every bill necessary to destroy America as we knew it would be in place. And I predicted that as far back as 4 years ago. However, the Illuminati, the powers that be, the Zionists, the newspaper reporters, the same way they are not giving Ron Paul any FaceTime on the news, are 100% and totally against what I stand for and what I have predicted. There is no way to take back what I said, and there is no way to prove me wrong. But they will not have some crazy guy from Howard Beach with a channel called Hoodwinked by an Angel predict the future and become world-renowned. They would rather have some moron predict the day of a childbirth from some worthless movie star who's dragging some fat ass around all over the screen, and that makes them famous because they predicted the date and time, which is almost in stone from the time they get pregnant. But me, who predicts, or myself, that predicted the day that all the bills necessary to destroy America as we once knew it, put it in videotapes, published it on YouTube, and had several thousand hits on these videos, goes unnoticed amongst the media. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the video I just supplied you with, aka the Skull and Bones Society, has now been exposed. Their number 666 has been exposed, the number 33 3 times, 3 eyes, 3 lines on each eye, excuse me, 2 sets of teeth, 3 teeth on each side, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, 33 on the top, 33 on the bottom, and 3 lines on each eye, 33, 33, 33. 666 because there are 6 lines on the eye, 6 teeth, and 6 teeth. The number 322, because the number 322 represents on each side the 3 dark lines, with the 3 dark lines on each side of the skull, with the 2 white lines inside. So you have 322. 322 represents the Skull and Bones Society. However, this is the last piece of information. The Skull and Bones Society was incorporated in 1832. So you have 6 lines on the eyes, 6 teeth, and 6 teeth, which comes out to be 18. 18. Then you have 3 dark lines on the outside of the ears of the skull and bones, and 2 lines on the inside of the skull and bones. So you have 1832. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the discoverer of this piece of information. Today is January 24th, 2011. I am looking to sell the rights to my book. I am looking to sell the intellectual rights for everything I just spoke about. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't think that these intellectual rights are worth anything, I got news for you. They're worth millions. So I'm sending out an invitation to anybody to sell my idea, and you get 10% of the proceeds. January 24th, 2012, God day.